Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are continuing to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 1. We are reading the commentary. Prabhupada has given Madhvacharya's commentary here, some special notes. Um, that we have a choice. We have a choice whether we want to continue to stay in this world of birth, of death, or we want to go back home, back to Godhead. So, continuing to read, there is no such thing as chance. We say, oh, by chance this happened. Oh, what a coincidence it happened. I don't know if you all have this. We may say, oh, this happened by chance. So, when a tree is burning in a forest fire, and although the nearest tree is spared, a distant tree catches fire. This may appear to be chance. Similarly, one may seem to get different types of bodies by chance, but actually one receives these bodies because of the mind. So there's nothing as chance. Everything is designed. Everything is happening under the will of the Lord. The bodies that we are receiving is also how we have acted in the past. The mind flickers between accepting and rejecting, and according to the acceptance and rejection of the mind, we receive different types of bodies. Although we superficially seem to obtain these bodies by chance, even if we accept the theory of chance, the immediate cause for the change of body is the agitation of the mind. So, if we say, oh, by chance we got this body, but then it would be the immediate cause. It's because of the mind. We have been hearing now, even Narad Muni's instructions to King Prachina Barishad. But with the mind, we are creating our future body. What is the condition of our mind? What are we thinking? What are our desires? That is shaping our future body. Notes on Amsha. This chapter describes that Krishna appeared Amshena with his parts and parcels or his partial manifestation. In this connection, Sridhar Swami says that Krishna is 100% Bhagavan. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Because of our imperfections, however, we cannot appreciate Krishna in fullness. And therefore, whatever Krishna exhibited when present on earth was but a partial manifestation of his opulence. So there are so many avatars of Krishna, so many expansions of expansions. But Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Srimad Bhagavatam says that. And here Srila Prabhupada is giving us the commentary of Sridhar Swami. So Sridhar Swami is explaining that Krishna is the complete whole. But we are not able to understand it. We are not able to completely appreciate Krishna's unlimited glories. So, and what Krishna exhibited 5,000 years ago when he came to planet Earth was just a very tiny part of his opulence. Again, Krishna appeared with his plenary expansion, Baladev. Krishna, however, is full. There is no question of his appearing partially. So when Krishna came, all the expansions, all the avatars came with him. Because Krishna's form is the origin of all the avatars. So how many ever avatars are there? They all came. They're all in Krishna's form. In the Vaishnav Toshani, Srila Sanatana Goswami says that to accept that Krishna was partially manifested would contradict the statement Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So Sanatan Goswami is also saying that Krishna is the original form of God. He's not an incarnation. Someone may think that Krishna is an incarnation. No, Krishna is God himself. Srila Jiva Goswami says that the word Amshena means that Krishna appeared with all his plenary expansions. So all his incarnations, all his expansions came when Krishna came. The words Amshena Vishnu do not mean that Krishna is a partial representative of Vishnu. Rather, Krishna appeared in fullness and he manifests himself partially in the Vaikuntha Lokas. In other words, Lord Vishnu is a partial representation of Krishna. Krishna is not a partial representation of Vishnu. So someone may think that original form of God is Lord Vishnu and that Krishna is incarnating from Lord Vishnu. But the correct understanding is, in fact, that Krishna is the original form of God and that Lord Vishnu is his expansion. So in Vaikuntha also we see Lakshmi Narayan. There's so many Vaikuntha planets. But that is the Lord's partial expansion. The Lord full in himself is in Golok. That's Lord Krishna himself. That's how we can see that, in Vaikuntha, the relationship that one can have with the Lord is limited to awe and reverence of servant and master. But in Golok Vrindavan, Krishna, he exhibits his complete glories. There's friends that are, wrestling with him, getting on his back. And then there are the gopis. And then there are the elderly gopis, and he's stealing butter from them. So the complete opulence of Krishna is manifested in Vrindavan. In Caitaniya Caritamita Adi Leela, chapter 4, the subject matter is explained very clearly. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also notes that no one can describe Krishna in fullness. Whatever descriptions we find in Srimad Bhagavatam are partial explanations of Krishna. In conclusion, therefore, the word Amshena indicates that Lord Vishnu is a partial representation of Krishna, not that Krishna is a partial representation of Vishnu. So Bhagavatam, also Sukadev Goswami is glorifying the Lord here, but these are partial explanations of Krishna. We are limited. Krishna is unlimited. Anantashesh has been glorifying Krishna with his unlimited mouths since time immemorial. Until today, he is glorifying him. He is not yet finished glorifying him. So, glories of Krishna, unlimited. But whatever we can understand by his mercy, by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. Yeah. Is that okay? This Amshena?
Yes, that means it's full, right? It's
Full.
complete. Yeah.
Yeah. When Krishna came, all the incarnations, they came with him. They merged into him and they came.
Do we
So,
say like for the gopis and all, they are like associates, right? His
they are
associates,
Krishna's
not,
associates. Yeah.
yeah,
They are
not
actually
his, uh,
they are
it's
from
not,
his internal potency. They are expansions of his internal potency,
so
actually.
they are expansions of his
Yeah,
internal
but
potency.
not Vishnu Tattva, right? What we are saying
Oh,
here is like Lord Narayan, Lord Nishina, Lord Ramachandra, Lord
yeah.
Vishnu, all those. So they all combined in his form. He is the origin of all those forms. And the gopis, they are expansions of his internal potency, his pleasure giving potency, his energy. So Srila Sanatana Goswami's Vaishnav Toshani has explained the word Dharma Shilasya. The exact meaning of Dharma Shila is an unadulterated devotee. Real dharma consists of full surrender to Krishna. Sarva dharman parityagya mam ekam sharanam raja. So we may think, what is dharma? What is dharma? Dharma means to surrender to God. One who has fully surrendered to Krishna is actually religious. We can see here. So it's not that we have to, it's not ritualistic. It's a matter of the heart. We may think religion means doing some rituals, but it actually means surrender. How surrendered are we to Krishna? One such religious person was Maharaj Parikshit. Anyone who accepts the principle of surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord, giving up all other systems of religion, is actually Dharmashila, perfectly religious. So we may think, oh, this is religion, that is religion, but actually, religion is to love God. That's the meaning of religion. Love means surrender, surrender to God. The word Nivritta Tarsha refers to one who no longer has any material desires. Sarvapadi Vinirmuktam. One may have many material desires because of contamination in this material world. But when one is completely free from all material desires, he is called Nivritta Trishna, which indicates that he no longer has any thirst for material enjoyment. We have this Trishna, right? This thirst for material enjoyment. We are like mad after this material enjoyment, so attached that for millions and millions of births we continue staying here. Trying to relish one drop of enjoyment somewhere or the other, no matter how hard we have to work. We look forward to that kind of enjoyment. But there are devotees, they have no material desire, completely free from material desire. They are completely happy serving Krishna. Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam. They've understood, I am servant of Krishna. My only duty is to serve Krishna. So he's called Nivritta Trishna. Swamin Kritharthosmi Varam na yache Hari Bhakti Sudodaya. Materialistic persons want some material profit from executing devotional service. But this is not the purpose of service. The perfection of devotional service lies in complete surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna with no material desires. So here then Prabhupada, okay. So then Prabhupada is also quoting Hari Bhakti Sudodaya. So what happens is we may tell Krishna, Krishna, I have this desire. You fulfill my desire. I will do this service for you. I will read Bhagavad Gita. I will chant holy name, but you fulfill my desire. So, but this is lower kind. Uh, the purpose, what's the purpose of devotional service? To love Krishna. But then we may say, oh, but what do? We get so many problems in this material life. Who can we turn to? Oh, of course, we have to turn to Krishna only. Better to turn to Krishna with our problems. And but a higher um, level of surrender is we accept whatever is coming as Krishna's mercy. We can pray to Krishna, Krishna, give me the strength to bear what is coming for me. Many times we may be unprepared for what is coming for us. We can, of course, always pray to Krishna, Krishna, please, I don't understand what is it that I'm going through, but give me the strength to bear it. So one who surrenders in this way is already liberated. Jivan mukta so uchyate. One who's always busy serving Krishna, in whatever condition he may live, is understood to be liberated even in this life. So Jivan Mukta, they are devotees, the pure devotees. They are still here in the material world, but they are liberated. How they are liberated? Their consciousness. What is that? That anything and everything they are doing is how can I please Krishna? What we do, how can I please myself? Oh, I want to do this. I don't want to do that. I will do this. This will make me happy. I will not do that because that's too much endeavor for me. But the Jivan Mukta, he's always serving Krishna. Such a person who is a pure devotee does not need to change his body. Indeed, he does not possess a material body, for his body has already been spiritualized. So how come he's in the material world, but his body is already spiritual? So Prabhupada gives an example. An iron rod kept constantly within a fire will ultimately become fire, and whatever it touches will burn. Right? We may argue that how you're saying the pure devotee is spiritual already. So Prabhupada says you take an iron rod. Now you put it into fire. Then it gets the quality of fire, right? Someone may argue, but it is still iron. Yeah, it is still iron, but are we going to touch that? No, we are not going to touch it. Why? Because we know it has the fiery quality. It has so much heat, we are going to burn. Similarly, the pure devotee is in the fire of spiritual existence, and therefore his body is Chinmay. That is, it is spiritual, not material, because the pure devotee has no desire but the transcendental desire to serve the Lord. See, his mind is not looking for any sense gratification. His mind is just fixed. How can I please Krishna? What can I do to please Krishna? So it is spiritual already. He's not having any material thoughts. It's only thoughts of Krishna. Is that okay? Well, I said that his body is spiritual of the devotee.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. In text 4, the word upagiyamana is used. Nivritta tarsher upagiyamana. Who will chant the glories of the Lord unless he is a devotee? Therefore, the word Nivritta tarshe indicates the devotee and no one else. Who will chant the glories of the Lord unless he is a devotee? Means a devotee is always chanting the glories of the Lord. What we are doing, we chant our glories. I did this. I'm so great, I have this quality. I have this ability. We are chanting our glories. But what is a devotee doing? He's always chanting how great Krishna is. Krishna, he is unborn, Aja, but yet he plays the pastime of Janmashtami. Huh. Oh, you know how great Krishna is. He was such a small baby, a small, tiny baby, and he killed a huge demon like Putana. So that's how the devotee is. So these are the remarks of acharyas like Veera Raghavacharya and Vijayadhwaj. To desire anything other than devotional service will diminish one's freedom from material desires. But when one is free from all such desires, one is called Nivritta Tarshe. So, the more we desire material things, the more we are bound to these desires. We are bound to the material world. So, real independence is actually when one's desires are to please Krishna. That is real independence. We are thinking independence means, hey, I can do whatever I want to do. That is independence. But real independence is when we can please Krishna. So these are the acharyas. Prabhupada, and we can see he's quoted so many acharyas, Madhvacharya, Sridhar Swami, Viraragavacharya, Vijayadhwaj. So he's giving us so much evidence from these great personalities. He also commentary of Hari Bhakti Sudodaya, yeah, pure devotional service. Vina Pashugna, the word Pashu means animal. An animal killer, Pashugna, cannot enter into Krishna consciousness. In a Krishna consciousness movement, therefore, animal killing is completely prohibited. Vina Pashugna means give up killing of animals, then we will be able to approach Krishna. We will be able to understand the message of Bhagavatam, of Bhagavad Gita. Uttama Shloka Gunanuvadat. The word Uttama Shlok means one who is famous as the best of those who are good. Uttama Shlok,
Hare
one who's
Hare Krishna.
glorified by the best of words, best of the verses. That's Krishna, Uttama Shlok. He's glorified. We see so many devotees have composed beautiful, beautiful verses to glorify Krishna. The Lord is good in all circumstances. That is his natural reputation. His goodness is unlimited and he uses it unlimitedly. A devotee is also sometimes described as Uttama Shlok, meaning that he is eager to glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead or the Lord's devotee. So the Lord is called Uttama Shlok because he is glorified by the best of the words. And the devotee is called Uttama Shlok because he is glorifying the Lord with the best of the words. He's very eager to glorify the Lord. That is the quality of a devotee, the eagerness. How eager one is to serve Krishna. Lolyam. That lolyam somehow or the other we should get. If we are able to purchase it at any price, purchase it at any price. Because lolyam actually takes many, many lifetimes of sukriti to get. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead or the Lord's devotees, glorifying the Lord and glorifying the Lord's devotees are the same. So glorifying the Lord or glorifying the Lord's devotees are the same because devotee is never separate from Krishna. So glorifying his devotee, we are also glorifying the Lord. We say about Prahlad Maharaj, already Lord Nishinga is going to come in our mind, immediate. Or rather, glorifying the devotee is more important than glorifying the Lord directly. Narottam Das Thakur explains this fact. Charya Vaishnav Seva Nistara Paye Chekeba. One cannot be liberated from material contamination without sincerely serving a devotee of Krishna. So we want to get out of this material world, Vaishnav Seva, sincerely serving a devotee of Krishna. So we see that Narad Muni, he became Narad Muni because he served those Tattvavadis. He served the devotees. A service to the devotee. Lord Rishabdev gives in his teachings, he says, Mahat Sevam Dwaram Ahur Vimuktes. By serving the devotees, the doors to the heaven are open. The doors to liberation are open. Lord Kapila Dev tells Mother Devahuti, get attached to the devotee. Get so attached to the devotee. And serve the devotee. This is the way that we Yasya Prasadad Bhagavad Prasado, Yasya Prasadad Nagati Kutopi. By pleasing the spiritual master, one pleases Krishna. So we need to please the devotee, and that's the way we can get out of this material world. Sincerely pleasing the devotee. Any comments, questions?
Beautiful. Just wanted to ask the difference between Nivritta Krishna and Jivan Mukta. So Nivritta Krishna means completely free, right? From material desires, except
Yeah.
just to please Krishna, right?
Yeah.
That's all. Just want to do
So
everything. And Jivan Mukta,
he's liberated person. He's
liberate.
liberated. Yeah. So Nivritta Trishna will automatically be a Jivan Mukta.
Okay, so from Nivritta Krishna, you become Jivan Mukta,
Yeah,
correct? Oh,
yeah. No material desire. Then you become liberated. Jivan Mukta. So the devotees, no material desire, and they are liberated even when they are living in this material world. The pure devotee.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll stop here for today. Continue
Yeah.
tomorrow. I'm not sure how long is this still. Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare